Are you someone who keeps saying you want to get into real estate, you want to buy a rental property, you want to be a landlord, but where the heck do I even start? Trust me, I get it, I've been there. There are many things to consider when buying a rental property, and it can be overwhelming to even think about how to buy a rental property when you don't know where to start. I've been in that situation too, and don't worry, I've got you covered, because not only will you have a better understanding on how to start buying rental properties, but if you stay until the end of this video, I will give you a secret most people don't know about when it comes to getting cash for a rental property. So without wasting any more time, let's get down to business. Here are the 7 tips for buying your first rental property. Number 1, educate yourself on what you're getting into. I know it's tempting to jump right into the search and see what pops up, but there's a lot of information out there that could be helpful for you if you're going to be investing in real estate. That's why researching is important, because it will help you figure out if buying the property is right for you. It can also help you decide what kind of property to buy and where it should be located. Not only that, but you also have to take note that before you purchase a property, make sure that you're aware of the responsibilities and obligations associated with being a landlord. You will be required to keep up on maintenance, collect rent from tenants on time, deal with disputes between tenants and property owners, and so much more. Just remember this: you can't just walk into a real estate agent's office and say, "I want to buy an investment property." That doesn't work anymore. Despite what you've heard from other people, you have to do your homework first, and you have to learn everything there is to know about real estate investing. Now, if you've discovered this channel for the first time, you should know that every week we upload new videos related to this subject. Therefore, if you want to stay up to date, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell for more content. Now, let's go to number 2, calculate the risk. Risk is something that comes up again and again when people are considering investing in real estate. It's important for a few reasons. First off, it's important because risk is a major factor in determining how much money you'll make from buying and renting the property. Secondly, it's important because risk can affect not only your ability to make money, but also your ability to survive financially if things go wrong. In real estate, risk is a very important factor because it helps you understand how likely it is that your investment will pay off or fail. If you're buying an apartment complex that has been poorly managed for years and has lots of problems with its HVAC systems and leaks in the roof, come on, you know that's risky. On another note, if you're buying a house in a nice neighborhood with great schools and low crime rates, that would be safe, right? Calculating the risk involved in an investment property purchase is crucial if you're interested in how much revenue it will likely bring in the future. Number 3, save for a down payment or secure cash. Look, you and I both know that buying a rental property can be exciting, and it's a great way to build your wealth. But if you're new to the world of real estate investing, it might feel like a lot of money is going out and not enough coming in. It's crucial that you have a backup for saving up for a down payment or securing cash from other sources before you start looking at properties. You don't want to find yourself in the middle of negotiations on the perfect house only to find out that you don't have enough money for the down payment or closing costs. Saving up for a down payment or securing cash from other sources helps protect you from some common pitfalls that can come with buying rental properties. For example, it ensures that you can afford both the monthly mortgage payments, taxes, and insurance on the property without taking on additional loans or credit cards. It allows you to make upgrades and repairs without having to wait until they become critical issues, which could lead to higher costs if left unattended. Now, it's important to have at least 20% of the purchase price in reserves when buying a rental property, just in case anything goes wrong. If you don't have enough money saved up, consider getting a loan from a bank or other financial institutions. In fact, if you've watched any of our older videos, you'll know exactly how to buy a property with no down payment at all. Number 4, scout for possible locations. You know the saying, location, location, location. It's true when it comes to buying rental property. The point is, when you buy rental property, you want to find a place that has a lot of foot traffic and is in an area where people are looking for housing. The best way to do this is by looking for properties that are close to public transportation. These are things like major highways, buses, or airports. Believe it or not, finding the perfect location for a rental property is important because it's the first step in ensuring that you're able to find tenants who will pay rent on time and keep your property maintained. The location determines the type of tenants who are likely to rent from you, so it's important to choose a neighborhood that will attract people who will be good tenants. That way, you'll have fewer evictions and more reliable renters. Let's imagine it this way. If your property is near public transportation, then more people will be able to get there without having to drive their own car. This means that you will have a higher number of potential renters who can afford your rent and live with a reasonable distance from your house or apartment. Trust me, the more information you have about a possible location, the better prepared you will be to purchase a rental property that will provide you with a great return on your investment. Number 5. Find the right kind of property. When you buy a rental property, you're not just buying a place to live, you're buying an investment, and that's why finding the right property is so important. The right property will give you the biggest return on your investment. It's more likely to hold its value over time and provide steady income through rent. The wrong property can cost you money instead of making it. It can have problems that require expensive repairs, or it can be located in an area where rents are low and are unlikely to rise anytime soon. You need to make sure that the property has everything that you are looking for, such as the number of bedrooms and bathrooms, the size of the lot, and the location. If you like having the property, but it does not have everything that you want, then perhaps there is something else about it that makes up for it. For example, if there's no garage but there is a great view from the backyard, then maybe that will be enough for you. When looking at properties, make sure that they are well maintained so that they look good on paper and in person. You don't want to fall in love with something only to find out later that they had some issues with mold or water damage, which could need fixing before moving into. Number 6. Find out what you can charge for rent. You found a rental property you love. It's perfect for your needs and you can see yourself living there for years to come. You're ready to sign the lease, but before you do, there are a few things you should consider. How much will the rent be? How much you can charge for rent is one of the most important factors in determining whether or not it's worth it for you to buy a rental property. If the rent isn't enough to cover your expenses and provide some profit, then it's not worth buying the property. The rent you can charge will determine how much money you can make on your investment, so it's important to have an idea of what the number is before purchasing your rental property. You can find out what other properties are renting for in the area by looking at similar listings online or by speaking with local real estate agents and property managers. Once you know what others are charging, you can try to negotiate with the current owner of the property to get them to lower their asking price. Number 7. Buy and insure the rental property. Now we're at the point where you found a great property. You've put in an offer, you've gotten it accepted, and now you're ready to buy. Congratulations! You're now the proud owner of a rental property. But wait, what about insurance? This is probably one of the most important steps in your journey as a landlord. Without insurance, you're not protecting yourself from any financial loss if something were to happen in your rental property. But listen, the best thing about buying insurance for your rental property is that there are so many options out there, you don't have to worry at all. Now here's the truth. We are living in a time when more people than ever are looking for ways to invest their money and create passive income streams. The market for this investment is booming, and it's no wonder why owning a rental property can be a great way to make money. Tell me what you think in the comments section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. In fact, if you want to learn exactly how to buy your first property with no down payment, you gotta watch this video next where I'll explain step by step. So I'll see you in the next one.